Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We're back with Football Manager 2019 and Eastern Resurgence with Berliner FC Dynamo, and we're taking on Hertha Berlin away today. We're in 5th place. We've been in a really good run of form. We're playing really well. Unbeaten in, I think, 6 Bundesliga games either side of the winter break, so we're doing really well. It's been a bit of transfer activity. We've brought a lot of youngsters in. I'll briefly go through those. We'll go through some matches played off camera. Hertha Berlin's the game today. Last episode we defeated Mainz 1-0 away from home. Martin Tarnack missed a penalty but then made up for it by scoring not long after. 3 wins on the trot that was. After the winter break we've been just as good, maybe better, I don't know. But we're playing well and we're in a good place. The only sale of note is that Serveti Cetin has left. He's gone to Hanover, £600,000. We paid $1 million for him like 3-4 years ago. So it's not too bad. He's been all right without really being amazing. He's got a couple of goals here and there. Yeah, he's been solid, but he's not been as good as some of our other midfield players. And as I say, this season he's only had 3 appearances, so he hasn't played too much. And yeah, I thought it was time to move him on. As you can see, we have 8 new players that have joined us this January. There's still a few days left of the window. I'm not sure if there'll be any more transfers, but how much have we spent? Probably about another 10 million or so in youngsters. So we'll briefly go through all of these, starting with Roman Bravic. He's come from Sigma Olomouc. He's a Czech left winger. Serdar Huzun is a centre-back from Stuttgart. £4 million for him at 17. Bit of a stretch, but he's going to be a backup player. Quinten van Hoof, which is a great name. He's a goalkeeper who's come from Beerschot. Raoul Bartman is a right back. He was transfer listed by 1860 Munich because he put in a transfer request. Only £90,000, so very little fee for Bartman. Eneko Estrada is a Spanish left winger who has come from what is Real Sociedad. Real San Sebastian is Real Sociedad. Stein Busse is a central midfielder. He's Belgian. He's come from Club Brugge for 1.8 million. Got some decent attributes. Again, a lot of these guys have got 2-star current ability and like 5-star potential or 4.5-star potential. That's kind of what I tend to do with these youngsters. René Stadler is another central midfielder, 17, and he's come from MSV Duisburg. And Serkan Yutez is another goalkeeper who's Turkish. He's come from RKC in the Netherlands, and that was £350,000. So, you know, we still have loads of money that we're not spending. We've spent a fair bit here just on youth. And the wages aren't too bad either. The wages are like 2,000, 3,000. Some of them are on like under 1,000 a week. So it's not a big deal. It's not making a big hole in our wage budget or our transfer budget. We've still got loads to spend. And in the summer, I think we do really need to spend it. And hopefully we can attract the players to do so. I mean, we're in the Europa League knockouts at the moment. Dominic Vimola was subject of interest from Hertha Berlin, our opponents today. And a bid was put in which was about his value. But Vimola is our first choice left back. I can't sell him. And he was complaining because we didn't approve a move to a bigger club. We finished above Hertha Berlin last year, so I don't know how you can call them a bigger club. But we've got him on a new deal. Again, he's a key player. He's happy again. And he's a wonder kid apparently at 20, which is nice to see. Alright, so 3 Bundesliga games to go through that I played off camera. Started off with a 3-0 home win against Hanover 96 with 2 shots on target. We were just clinical in this one. Hanover had more shots than us, possession was about the same, but they just could not create anything. Daniel Arna scored in the first half in the 37th minute. That is only his 2nd goal for us. He has had a bit of time out of the team, Arna, but he's come in and he's been in really good form actually. He's been really good as the loanee, and he made it 1-0. It was 2-0 on 65 minutes as a pretty tame header deflected off of Nuno Tavares into his own net. So that was 2-0, an own goal doubling our lead. And then Enesis Karasiotis, who replaced Martin Tarnack, got the 3rd goal on 78 minutes, a 3-0 home win. Good performance, and yeah, that was 4 wins in a row. Then it was a 2-1 away win against Werder Bremen, a team that aren't doing particularly well. A couple of late goals here, but again, much better performance here, really good. More shots than them, possession was more or less the same. It was goalless at half time, but we didn't take long in the second half to get in front, and it was Souza on 53 minutes getting the first goal. His 8th goal of the season. I thought he'd had more than that. I thought he had 9 when I said last time, but he's got 8. He's doing really well. 8 goals for a central midfielder. It's not bad going at all. We did make it 2-0 in the first minute of injury time as Fabian Haag, who came off the bench, got the 2nd goal. That was in the 91st minute, but almost immediately after that from the kickoff, Werder Bremen did get a goal themselves. Aurel Mangala scored at 92nd minute, but just the 1 goal. We did have a chance against us in like the 95th minute. Takura made a stunning save, but we managed to escape with all the 3 points. 4 wins in a row. 5 wins in a row even. I can't even count myself. We did drop points, however, but it was a stunning game at home against Borussia Dortmund. A 3-3 draw. Really, really good game to watch as well. Like, I wish I'd have done this one live because it was a cracking game. Dortmund opened the scoring. Marco Santoni with the 19th minute goal, giving the Yellows a lead. Simon Coleman equalised on 41 minutes. He's got a few goals now this season. Coleman doing pretty good himself. I think he has about 6 maybe. So good to see him playing and getting goals. And we actually took a lead before half-time. Karadziottis scoring on 45 minutes. His 11th goal of the season. I think about 6 of those have been in the Europa League qualifying. But Karadziottis scoring in the Bundesliga. Nice to see again. And it was 2-1 to us at half-time. Dortmund did equalise themselves just before the hour. Christian Pulisic scored at 58 minutes. So that was 2-2. And then they did go in front on 70 minutes. Antonio Jr. scored. That was 70 minutes. And Dortmund led 3-2. But we equalised for the second time in the match. And Daniel Arna scored on the 80th minute. And it made it BFC Dynamo 3, Borussia Dortmund 3. Absolutely stunning game. Really, really fun. So that spell of form has seen us rise up to 5th place. We are only 11 points behind the leaders Bayern, which is great going. Really, really good. We are a couple of points ahead of Mönchengladbach and Wolfsburg, who are in 6th and 7th. And our opponents today are 3 behind us. So if they win, they will overtake us probably. If they win, even if they win by 1. I don't know what goal scored's like. But we need to make sure that we maintain this good run of form because we're playing very, very well at the moment. Hertha have been a bit of a tough tie. We've only won 2 out of 12. We bring Bruno back in. We did go to Kier in the previous fixture just for a bit of rotation because it was a midweek game against Dortmund as well. In injury news, we've lost Martin Tarnat for over a month. We've got a back injury, a lower back stress fracture. He's going to be out for another 5 to 6 weeks. So our top scorer, joint top scorer, is out for a little while, unfortunately. But hopefully Carmen and Karadziottis can hold the fort while he's gone, get some goals themselves. And Karadziottis could take the lead in terms of goals in all competitions. Also, Yannick's out for a few days with a hernia, and Devante Belskis is out for a couple of weeks with a broken cheekbone, but he can play through it because I think you've given him a mask. But he's at 88, so we're going to have Thomas Janacek on the bench for this one. I think we'll keep everything else the same. Show me what you can do to keep our run going. We're 6 games unbeaten either side of that winter break. Keep it going. And let's see what we can do. We do have the Europa League knockouts coming up after today's episode. The next one will be the Europa League knockouts. But we are underway at the Olympiastadion where we play our home games in the German Cup because our stadium is too small. We are getting a new one built though in the next sort of year or so. 25.5 minutes. And we do have a corner ball and it's a goal and it's Sousa. And now he's got 9 for the season. So I was just an episode early predicting that. And from the corner from Yusuf Salah as well. A set piece goal. Always nice to see. You love to see it. Bringing that meme back again. 1-0. Sal corner. Simple header for Sousa at the far post. Simple goal. 1-0. The form is just brilliant at the moment. Like, if we're going to keep playing like this, then we'll have no problem getting back into Europe next year. Who knows? Maybe even Champions League could be on the cards. I've got no idea. Corner by Bruno is cleared. He's Van Mola. Sousa on the ball now. Could he get a second goal today, maybe? Let's try and get him to double figures. Riccioli, Sal. Good passing play here. We've got a lot of men forward, though. Bruno to Arna. And Arna goes for goal, and that's hit the post. Also, the keeper made a save, I think. And at half-time, we lead 1-0. We've been the better team. Going well. We've got a young Sander Geens on the bench who has made his debut for us, but he's not really been given a decent number of minutes. So if one of our strikers is misfiring, we could use him. Janssen is back from his injury, but he's just lacking in match fitness today, so he misses out. And we've dealt with that all right. Not a great header there by Sousa, though. Here's Moore. Moore goes for goal, and George Moore has equalised less than 3 minutes into the second half. We dealt with it all right initially, but then I don't know what Sousa's doing there. That's a poor decision by him. And then Moore finds space and finds a shot past the keeper. 1-1. Highlight from kickoff though. Hopefully this will be us getting back in front straight away. That was a poor decision there by Sousa to head it like that. Sal, come on, we're trying to get it to... I was going to say Karadziottis, but Carmen has found the goal. 2-1. That kind of went under the goalkeeper there. I think it feel like he should have got to that. Or maybe he saw it very late. I don't know, but we're back in front, not after that equaliser. Good stuff. So see this again. So it was Coleman with a shot. And it was a sort of good passing play between him and Sal. And the keeper should have done better there. I feel like he should be getting to that. Need to make sure we don't let them into the game though. I'm considering bringing one of the forwards off and just sticking a man in midfield. 15 minutes left. I think we're going to make at least one change. Sosa's getting a bit tired. So Fabian Haag's going to come off. Karius Jotis is also going to come off. And we're going to bring on Günther Burkhardt. And we're just going to push Bruno off a little bit. Just so we do have a bit of help for Carmen. In case we can break and get a third goal. But about 10 minutes left. It looks like we're going to get 6 wins out of 7 here. Extend the unbeaten run and maybe climb higher up the table. I don't know how far we were behind the top 4. But only 3 minutes of injury time left. One more change to make. Sal's going to come off. Let's just stick a man in defence if we have a centre-back on. We do. Bezel. It was a good start to the second half by Hertha Berlin. And a save made there by Coleman off the line. And we need to make sure we clear this. It's last few seconds of the game and a save by Sakura. Tipping the ball over late on there. There we go. A 2-1 win away from home. Another good performance. I feel like we deserve that. Hertha did have more shots on us in the end. But good possession play. Entertaining football again. Yeah, it's a good performance once again. Sousa gets on the score sheet again. Carmen scores. That was a good win. And that extends our unbeaten run to 7. 6 wins out of 7. Hopefully we'll climb in the table a little bit. We're playing so well at the moment. Alright, Borussia Dortmund versus Nuremberg is the Sunday fixture. Nuremberg won 2-1. So they do go back on top of us. But we are now only a point behind Borussia Dortmund. So if them and Nuremberg drop points next time, we could rise up to 3rd. And that would be a Champions League place. So we're really not far from it. We'd need some stunning results to get that, but the form we're in, we could absolutely do that. We have got a chance of making the Champions League next season. 3rd place would probably mean like a playoff round, I think, but that's better than the Europa League qualifier. If we get 4th and 5th though, that will put us straight into the Europa League group stages. So 6th place puts you in like the second qualifier. If we'd have finished 4th or 5th, we'd have been straight into the group stages, and we'd probably have done the season by now because of all those qualifiers we wouldn't have had to play. Next time we're going to be playing both legs of the Europa League knockout against Lech Poznan. We've got 2 games against Schalke off camera, one in the German Cup 3rd round, one is a home game in the Bundesliga. There's a game against Augsburg in between the Poznan games, so I will show you any goals or key events in that game. But yeah, next time it's a return to the Europa League, back to Poland after our win against Zagłębie, or however you say their name, and we're taking on the Polish champions Lech Poznan. But for now, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live, and follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. I'll see you next time. Back to the Europa League. Can we get through these knockouts and to see how far we can get? It's going to be a tough tie in Poland, but we will do our very best to get through. But I'm going to end things there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.